then talk about the targeted list, who she was marketing to, what area. Let me see if I can get her unmuted. Nikki, are you there?
Yes,
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? How's
Good,
it?
good, good. Everything's good. Everything's good. So, yeah, could you just kind of give us a background on what target market you are targeting? What you're looking to get out of your marketing campaigns, and that'll give us a good idea of just the top of your funnel. Who you're targeting.
Well, I am in the Cleveland area, actually just right outside of the greater Cleveland area. So I'm looking at just some surrounding areas, maybe somewhere about 18, 20 miles outside of the greater Cleveland and within the greater Cleveland area. Uh, Single families, whatever I can, get to build my rent portfolio and maybe do a little seller financing. And the deal finders is it's a great tool. Okay, we have the VAs that come in and they just continue to drop your leads in, and it's a lot. So
That's good. You want it to be
didn't
a
ex-
lot, right?
didn't
Yeah.
yeah, didn't expect that many. So it's like okay, and with this particular deal here, Reese has been excellent as a deal closer for me with negotiating. We actually did a three-way call, spoke to the homeowner who's very motivated, sickly. So it's trying to keep in touch with him and keep him abreast of what's going on with things, and trying to close as fast as we can with him because I don't want to him to get too discouraged, but
Well, you just let's
by
let's talk about the let's talk about the background real quick, and I'll have you come back in a bit. But I just want to talk about the background on this property. So this property, I heard Reese say that his mother was living in the property. So was this property inherited? Was this property absentee owned? Was it vacant? Could you just
uh,
give some
Yeah,
background?
it's vacant. It's been vacant for a couple years. He said
Okay.
his mom was living in it with his brother, but he ended up placing her in a nursing home, and then he took over. He's actually POA, durable power of attorney, and he's been trying to upkeep the home, but his health is declining as well. So he's a very motivated seller to get rid of the property. It's really not far from where I am.
Okay.
Uh, very very nice area, clean area. Very close to the shopping centers, the freeways, like smack dab in the middle of three different freeways that easily accessible. But it does sit on a double lot, two-car attached garage, so it does just need some updating inside. And it's really a good rental property too for this area. It's a good rental area here as well. So
And last thing, you have done a real estate deal before, like a flip or something along those lines, right? But you've never done a wholesale deal, correct?
absolutely right. I was fortunate enough when I first started. It's been a year now, and I'm just getting to my first wholesale deal. Thanks to you guys.
There you go. Well, congratulations, and we're gonna bring you back in. So everybody, tell Nikki congratulations. She goes by Nikki. Tell her congratulations. They're in the live chat. So give you a
Thank
round of
you.
applause there because
Thank
wholesaling can
you.
be very very challenging to a lot of people. And to get
Yes.
your first assignable contract is a huge step because this property that we heard as we heard Reese give an overview. This could be a rental that you just decide to take into your own portfolio if you want. You don't have to wholesale it,
Right.
but I just want everyone to hear the background, like that you're targeting 18-mile radius of Cleveland,
Hmm.
that you already have done a flip before, so you're not just completely a newbie, but you're new to wholesaling, and
Right.
that the deal finders funnel and the formula is really helping you to bring in direct to seller quality leads. And so I'm going to bring you back in a second. I see your hand
Sure.
raised, Jay, so I'll get to you in a second. But mute you and bring you back in, Nikki. So again, if you want to get more information about the Deal Finders Forum, I'm going to continue to cover it. Obviously, we only have an hour or so tonight, but we will give you guys the opportunity to get our 12-part video training course, Deal Finders Formula Training. It's a 12-part video training course. It's over 12 hours of content. This is the first time ever that we're making this available. We are taking that 12-hour video training course. It's now available on demand online. You can get instant access to it. Obviously, it'll go deep dive into each part of the Deal Finders Formula as we give you an overview tonight, but you can get that at thedealfindersformula.com, thedealfindersformula.com. It's a 12-part video training course. It is over a $5,000 total value. It's typically $39, but we're going to take that 50% off for this extended holiday sale that we're running. So thedealfindersformula.com, you can get the full 12-part, 12-hour video training course. All right, let's continue on. So the targeted list. So what you heard Nikki refer to is that she actually has this property under contract. The house has been vacant for a couple of years now. She said the mother used to live there. So let me just break this down for you. So this property was absentee owned in the sense that the owner is no longer living there because it's vacant. But it's also vacant with the mother who's put in a nursing home. So you have the top two lines here. You see vacant houses and absentee owners. Vacant houses have by far been the number one motivated seller source for me because a vacant house has no income coming in. And typically a vacant house is owned by someone that has other expenses and possibly other mortgages. So when you have no income coming in the vacant house, and then you have expenses and debt service on other properties, it's like a double whammy because eventually, you can only bleed so much out of your savings covering for the expenses and the debt service on a property not bringing in any income. So vacant houses and absentee owned properties, we fill the top of your funnel with those with our Deal Finders Challenge. And if you're breaking down and using our Deal Finders formula, you want to start with vacant houses and absentee owned properties and add in these other niche motivations as well. Inherited properties, potentially probates, code violations, delinquent taxes, and this market shift we're in right now, expires, withdrawals, canceled listings are very, very good because people can't sell in the MLS right now in many cases. Retiring investors, recently divorced or divorced people. These are all different types of potentially motivated sellers, pre-foreclosures. So you want to fill the top of your funnel with a potentially highly motivated seller. And you do that with these types of motivations. And that's the first part of the Deal Finders formula. So continuing on, again, you want to fill the top of your funnel with at least 5,000 absentee and vacant properties that meet the targeted area. You heard Nikki say her targeted area is 18-mile radius of Cleveland. Pick whatever area you want. You heard Nikki say she's also looking at single families. You can target single families if you want. You can target condos. You can target multifamily properties, mixed use, retail, whatever you want to target in your area, and you can choose whatever exit strategy you want. It's your funnel. It's your pipeline. Okay, so this is actually a look at Nikki's results for the active campaign that's running. And so you obviously see the results of a property under contract, but here's a snapshot at what it takes to actually make the deals come out of the funnel. So you can see she's only been running the campaign for less than a month now, starting in early June. You can see here that she has roughly 6,200 unique prospects in her funnel. And so with 6,200 unique prospects, it takes time. Any book that you read will tell you it takes at least 7 to 14 times in terms of touches, contacts, to actually, get a sale done. In the case of real estate, it actually takes a little bit longer than that because a real estate transaction is such a large transaction. So you're not going to send out one "Are you selling?" prospecting message, whether it be a call, a text, a voicemail, a postcard. You're not going to send one and then expect it to be one and done, meaning one message and one deal. It just doesn't work that way. So you have to have a process. And if you use the Deal Finders formula that we're going to go through, you'll actually be able to not only send that one message, that first message, but you'll be able to have an organized, proven system to continuously follow up. You heard Nikki reference our deal VAs. You follow this formula, you'll continuously follow up, and you'll shake the bushes. You'll actually get some deals to fall out as you continue to follow up on the motivated sellers that are in your list. So you can see she's, again, started out with roughly 6,200 prospects in this particular campaign. Okay, so let's continue on. So again, what is the deal finders formula? Well, it's TL plus ST plus AD plus CC plus SMS plus VM plus MF plus JV is the deal finders formula. And we covered the target list, the types of potentially motivated sellers that you want to target. So in order to contact those motivated sellers, you have to get their contact information, and that's what ST is. It's skip tracing. So skip tracing is the process through which you will basically query and then match the most quality databases to find contact information for your targeted list, whether it be phone numbers, landlines, mobile, email addresses, social media handles. These are the result of a quality skip trace to give you the best contact information for your targeted list. So I see here a question, and keep the questions coming in. You can send the questions to me privately. You can send them publicly, but just make sure if you're getting in late, say hello, introduce yourself, tell people where you're investing, and you never know, it could be someone that becomes your credit partner, JV partner, money partner, and this is a great way to network while we have to network, virtually, and we're not able to do hand-to-hand, face-to-face at live in-person meetings. So again, say hello, introduce yourself, let me know, what you're looking for and where you are investing. Okay, so let me continue on. So I will, how do you get in touch with JV? So we'll cover that at the end, Jay, how you can get in touch with us to JV and how we JV with folks. So we'll cover that for you. So let's continue on. Okay, so we covered ST, which is skip tracing. We actually do skip tracing for you when you actually participate in our Deal Finders Challenge. But we are breaking down the Deal Finders formula right now. Again, it's TL plus ST plus AD plus CC plus SMS plus VM plus MF plus JV is the Deal Finders formula. And we have already covered targeted lists, why it's important to target vacant properties, absentee properties. And that is the source of Niki's deal here in Ohio. Skip tracing, there's many different skip tracing platforms out there. We actually skip trace for you when you participate in our Deal Finders Challenge. But we actually do break down a couple of different sources and ways to skip trace in breaking down the Deal Finders formula in our 12-part video training. You can spend up to $30 to $60 doing skip tracing to give you detailed information like social security numbers, like doing a background check, or you can spend as little as 5 to 10 cents per skip trace when you are using our systems. We break that all down to you in the Deal Finders Formula training at thedealfindersformula.com. Again, we've broken this down in a 12-part video course to make it on-demand access for you, for those of you that are just coming to us in different parts of the country, our Deals Meetup community. This is something that we have newly introduced. We've never done this before, taken one of our courses and broken it down and made it available with this type of instant access. So go to thedealfindersformula.com and you can get the 12-part video training, 12 hours of video, and we have gotten rave reviews on the content. We've delivered the content in the form of boot camps before, but never delivered it like this. So hopefully you take advantage of it at thedealfindersformula.com.